Hello everybody, it's Party Clue here, and welcome back to more Pokemon Mystery Red and Blue Rescue Team. In the last episode, we went to Mount Thunder to go rescue our friend Shiftry, who had been captured by Zapdos. Well, I guess he's not really our friend, but we were asked to go rescue Shiftry, who was taken by Zapdos, and we took out Zapdos at the top of Mount Thunder, and we were given a little bit of direction to go to find out why we were transformed into a Pokemon, that we were supposed to travel to Great Canyon to meet a Pokemon called Xatu there. Now, starting off the episode, same as always, just outside the house. What I think I'm gonna do at the beginning of this, also, by the way, I'm just gonna mention this really fast. I'm trying a kind of a new setup for recording audio stuff, so I'm uncomfortably sitting. I had to actually lower my chair for the first time in history. I had to lower my chair, and I have my controller under my desk now. It's really, really uncomfortable, but I don't think any of the noise for it is gonna be picking up anymore. I also moved around my mic and everything, so hopefully it sounds a little different. You know, it's kind of fun to mess around with stuff like that. Yeah, what I think I'm gonna do is that it's been a while since I've just taken on rescue missions. It would be nice to kind of get some rewards from that, maybe go out recruit a few more Pokemon. I'm probably going to go also take on some Makuhita Dojo missions, and maybe just look around, see what kind of TMs I can get from the Kecleon shops whenever they respawn, and just whatever else happens. And then we're going to be off to Great Canyon this episode. Just a fair bit of warning, you're going to want to be pretty prepared before you head off to Great Canyon. Our team looks pretty good, actually. Level 18, 19 is pretty high. I would like to be at least above level 20, and maybe bring a friend along with me to be up that high level. Maybe Hakabashi's going to get some more action. He is pretty much unarguably my favorite member of my team so far. But I think for right now, I'm just gonna go take on some rescue missions, do some Makuhita Dojo missions, and then I will oh, hold on. Papa said they've gone to sea before. Does that mean Papa can swim? Skipper, can you swim? Well, given that I'm a water type, I sure hope so. Oh, so you can swim too, Skipper. Okay, I'm gonna try hard to swim too. Yeah, don't try and think about how a Diglett would. So, you know what, we'll just forget about that. Alright, I'll see you guys in a bit after I finish taking care of these, errands, so to speak. Something I should note about belly mechanics, because I don't think I mentioned this earlier, is that if your belly is full in a dungeon, and, I have some extra apples, if you eat something that will fill your belly, so say an apple, it will actually increase your max belly size. This only applies for this dungeon, so we get +5 belly for this dungeon. It might be more useful in some of the really big dungeons. Trust me, there are going to be some really freaking huge dungeons later. But for right now, it's not really anything special. But just something to keep in mind that it can happen. Oh, hello. Sudowoodo's new. Oh, hello. Sentret's new, right? We're getting all the Gen 2 Pokemon. Yeah, Sentret's new. Okay, this is uncreative, but I'm gonna hope somebody out there knows who this is. But, you're sent now. That's so uncreative, but, I mean, I'm sure anybody that watches Games Done Quick will know, so. And yes, I have met Sent personally, so. I met him when I went to AGDQ. He's really, really good at Tunithem. Oh my god, really? Oh, hello. Well, what? I was gonna think of a phrase that fits this situation, and the phrase that I thought of first was out one ear, in the other. No, in one ear, out the other, which is not what happened here. Do we have a Shroomish yet? We do not. Alright, I'll take Shroomish. I really do like Shroomish in its evolutionary line. Sadly, we had to lose Sentret for it, but that's fine. Sorry, Sent. Alright, so last episode I put in an editing note stating that I was using gummies all sorts of wrong, and I was going to correct it in the next episode. I've decided that Hakabashi is going to be our little carry friend that we have for this game, so I'm gonna be feeding him the whole time. Yeah, it's just a coincidence that I'm recording this during League of Legends Worlds. And, so how gummies work is that gummies have a certain score that you get on a Pokemon based on both type effectiveness against the type of Pokemon you're giving it to, and also if it matches their type. So say, I think if I gave like a Royal Gummy, which is Dragon type, to a Dragon type Pokemon, it would be 60 points because it is Dragon type, and then 30 points for Dragon being strong against Dragon. If the Gummy that you're giving is strong against the type, then it will get bonus score and the Pokemon will like it more. Now, you should also be giving gummies in the friend areas, not in the dungeons. When you give it in a friend area, it will raise a random stat other than HP by 1 point every time. So I have 2 Sky Gummies here, which are for flying type Pokemon. It's not going to be strong against Hakubashi as well, but it's going to match its type, so big favorite. IQ went up, special attack went up by 1. So you see you get unique benefits for things like this. Special attack was kind of the worst stat to get up on that, but whatever. Attack grows by 1, that's what we want to see. And this is how you should be using them. I have a bunch of gummies in storage, but I don't really have a use for them as of now because they're all like types that don't really match. I might see if we might want to pick some other friends to kind of buff up. But for right now, you can see we're getting a lot of IQ skills on Hakubashi. He's gonna be our carry apparently. Oh boy, all right. Here is a move that I was actually told about thanks to a comment. And it turns out multi-hitting moves in Mystery Dungeon are really good. And Bullet Seed is a particularly good one on any grass type. I would almost like to pick this up, but since no, I was gonna say permanent member, but like no, my starter and my partner are not grass type, so this is not gonna do pretty good at that. I don't know what I'm even saying with that. But basically, the reason why Bullet Seed is really good is, one, multi-hitting moves are just pretty good in general in Mystery Dungeon because a lot of Pokemon just aren't strong. They're pretty good early game in the main series Pokemon games, but in this game, they're just strong pretty much all the time. As well, it has infinite range, so it can hit really far away. That's what makes Bullet Seed really good. Unfortunately, it's 6,000 Pokemon dollars, so even if I wanted to pick it up, I don't think that I have enough money, actually. I do not have even close, so I'm gonna be storing money, buying friend areas with it, and recruiting more Pokemon. So, again, off to go do more rescue missions. I haven't even done a single Makuhita Dojo dungeon yet. And we're almost at the point where we want to take on Great Canyon. So I kind of completely cleaned up right here. I kept doing the mazes, and then at some point I was like, you know what, I'll just go do all of them. So I finished all the mazes that are currently available to us right now. More will open up over the course of the game because obviously not every type is right here. You don't see like fire or dragon, stuff like that. They will open up over the course of the game, but for right now we're actually completely done with Makuhita Dojo. And I looked at all the rescue missions there and I didn't like them, so I'm actually just going to pocket my money, go prepare items, and then we'll head off to Great Canyon. This is the Great Canyon. The peak is called the Hill of the Ancients. According to Alakazam, the Hill of the Ancients is on 13th floor. Zatu should be there. Skipper, let's do our best. And welcome to one of the best songs in all of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, by far. It is the Great Canyon music. This song is so incredible. This is honestly the big winner of the soundtrack so far. Also, we're seeing a lot of new Pokemon too. It's gonna be kind of maybe a little rough of a dungeon. It's not easy. Oh god, that Fury attack's gonna hurt if it does 5 hits. And wow. That was, yeah. I was gonna say I should have brought a Reviver Seed. I didn't have any. That was not the start that I wanted for that dungeon. Would you like to get help using a distress call? I would like to show this mechanic at some point, but frankly, I'm not ready for it. But, no, I'll take the loss, I guess. Wow, that was, yeah. Got unlucky with a 5 hit right there. And we lost, like, all of our items. Well, let's try again. Oh, Brick Break would be such a good TM to have. Brick Break is a fantastic fighting type move. And Calm Mind. Calm Mind is literally one of the best moves on Pokemon ever if you're a special attacker, which both Skipper and Sparky are. That would be so incredible to have. Rest is also pretty good. But man, I don't have enough money to get all of them, so. Skipper, let's make it to the peak this time. You know, you don't have to rub it in, Sparky. We have to meet Zato and get some information on you, Skipper. Let's do our best. Yeah, let's hopefully not get one-shot by Doduo like 3 steps from the beginning this time. Oh god, I already see 2 Pokemon. Okay, one's a Skiploom, okay, they're both Skiplooms. Oh, no Doduo. I'm like traumatized by Doduo now. God, yeah, just sit back and enjoy this song because it is frankly incredible. In fact, I've been putting bios at the ends of episodes because I haven't really had a good place to put them in the middle of the episodes because I've been talking the whole time. I don't really have anything to say because we're just gonna be dungeon crawling this whole time, and I don't. I'll have to think of like a story time to do. But for right now, I'm gonna actually let future me take care of some bios for Pokemon here, and just enjoy the music while we're doing that. Here in Great Canyon, we have a lot of Johto Pokemon to actually go over, which is a little surprising. I mean, I guess my random offhand comparisons to Coliseum NXT get more and more true day in, day in for this series. That's not the right term for that, but whatever. And ironically, actually, the one we're going to be starting with is not a Johto Pokemon, it is Doduo. Doduo is a little different normal flying type from the other 2 major ones that we have in Gen 1, being Pidgey and Spearow. Spearow is kind of like Glass Cannon-ish, and Pidgey is an all-rounder. Doduo's main attraction is that it's really fast in the main series games. It becomes extremely fast in its evolution, and, well, you already know the story about that. Its 85 base attack is still pretty good for Mystery Dungeon. Normal Flying's not a bad type. Its abilities are pretty terrible, though Runaway is an awful ability and Early Bird is also terrible, so, I don't know, sorry Doduo. You're kinda cute, but, other than that, I can't really recommend you too much. Next up is one of the kings of missed potential, it's Dunsparce. I actually really liked this Pokemon as a kid, but wow. Dunsparce has some pretty lackluster stats for the main series games. I guess for Mystery Dungeon they'd be above average considering this Pokemon doesn't do the E-word. Normally in a main series game that would be kind of a death sentence for any Pokemon, but Dunsparce being a pure normal type means it has a fantastic learn set. It's going to be of great use to it, especially with linked moves in Mystery Dungeon, and Serene Grace is an incredible ability. Runaway is of course terrible, but Serene Grace is just absolutely amazing. It doubles the chances of any move secondary effects, so if I use Psychic it would double the chances of having lowered special defense, Rock Smash would lower chances of defense, things like that. So it's a pretty incredible ability, especially with the learn set that it has. Its stats are actually pretty usable, so again, my offhand comparisons to Coliseum NXT Pokemon that are normally pretty terrible being actually somewhat useful in their games still holds true with Dunsparce. Next up, the king of kings of bug type. This is Heracross, a bug fighting type. He's a cute little beetle too. I love beetles if you didn't know. Has 2 amazing abilities of Swarm and Guts, means that with that 125 base attack, it doesn't evolve, it doesn't need to. With these stats and these abilities and these types, it is going to basically completely chop anything it runs into in half. It is going to beat it into submission 3 ways to Sunday, into last week, into next week. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. Heracross is a king. You can't say enough good about this Pokemon, that's all I have to say. And he's a cute little beetle. Next up, one of my other favorites, that sadly does not E-word in this game because otherwise it would be more of my favorite, is Murkrow. He's a cute little crow. He's a dark flying type, which is a very strange type. It's not a very common type. I believe Murkrow is one of the only Pokemon, if not the only Pokemon that has that type. Definitely at this point in the series was the only one. Insomnia is actually a pretty good ability, and those stats are pretty salvageable. 85 base attack, 85 special attack, means that it can kind of do mix attacks. I believe yes, Dark is a special type before Generation 4, so the mixed attacking stats actually do help it out in this case, and flying is physical. And its speed, pretty good. HP, I mean everything, just pretty alright with this Pokemon. And he's a cute little crow. Hello. Oh, we got like the worst TM too. Attract is basically confusion. Normally in a Pokemon game it would be gender locked. You can only attract Pokemon of the opposite gender. Yeah, I know. I could complain a million ways from Sunday about that in main series Pokemon games. But I believe in Mystery Dungeon there are no genders for Pokemon, which just means that it does infatuation. which is basically going to be the same thing as Confusion, except that the target won't hurt themselves, they just won't do anything on that turn. So it's pretty terrible. TMs sell for a lot of money, though. You know what? I'll at least pick up the TM, because they sell for a lot of money. Oh, hello. Oh, you know what? Epic light novel reference incoming. Hopefully someone out there gets this one. Next up, no, I promise not to say whatever you're thinking of with this Pokemon. It's a Phanpy. Phanpy is a pure ground type, which honestly is an awful type, and its stats are pretty terrible. It doesn't do the E word yet, otherwise it would be pretty salvageable, but its only decent stat being HP at 90 and having, honestly, a pretty bad ability of pickup. I mean, you're going to be exploring dungeon floors anyway. I guess if you wanted to speed through, pickup wouldn't be bad, but Phanpy, sadly, is not nearly as salvageable as it is in the main series games. He is a cute little elephant, but, yeah, sorry, Phanpy. Skipping on along to the next Pokemon, it's Skiploom. Oh boy, Skiploom. Has terrible stats despite being a second evolution of a Pokemon. Has a terrible ability, an absolutely terrible type, being weak to rock, fire, quad weak to ice. Oh, I feel so bad for you, Skiploom. I don't even know its learn set, but it's probably bad too, who knows. So Skiploom, yeah, you're cute, yeah, you evolve into Jumpluff, which is also a cute Pokemon, but oh man, it would be tough trying to recommend this Pokemon in any game. We had Heracross earlier, one of the King of Kings of Gen 2, and now we have the ultimate King of Kings of Gen 1, or at least one of them. It's Tauros. Pure normal type, which means that it has a great learn set. It's going to learn a lot of good moves to take advantage of that. Has a, well, decidedly less good ability actually in Mystery Dungeon, Intimidate, but still a pretty good one, and has amazing stats. Yeah, Tauros was kind of broken in Gen 1, and for good reason. It's still good in Mystery Dungeon. I suppose a little story I can tell, because I just thought of it, was a... Oh god, okay. I heard that sound effect, and I was terrified for my life. I guess there's an enemy back here, though. This is bad. I don't think they followed us. Oh, I'm too nervous to tell a story right now. I don't want to die again. Oh, nothing ominous happens. Wow, what a nice phrase. Okay, whatever. I'll just tell the story. One of the few memories that I have with this game was, okay, at our old house. So when I was a kid, and I had this game when we were playing it. Basically, how our house was laid out is that there was one big room upstairs. That was just like the entire upstairs was there one big room. And we occasionally swapped out, you know, who got to stay up there, who got to live up there, because we didn't have enough rooms in the house for everybody. So, oh my god, League are almost out of PP. So yeah, it was like a big thing if you got to stay up there. So at the time when I had this game, it was me and my sister were both up there. Me and my sister, we got along as kids. Pretty much all of us all got along. We were all, you know, pretty nice kids, so. And I remember one of the few memories that I have being up there is that there was one. Oh, they're not linked anymore. One of the few times, it was really late at night. It was in one of the endgame dungeons for me. I don't remember which dungeon in particular it was, but it was one of the endgame ones in this game. And I remember my mom yelling at us to go to sleep because it was like really late. And by really late, I mean it was probably like 11 o'clock. And we were just like upstairs. My sister was watching me and she was just like cheering for me in this dungeon. I know I cleared the dungeon, I remember that. It's just like, you know, a little happy, like, warm and fuzzy memory for me. That's my description for this game. This game's like a very warm and fuzzy game. These moves aren't linked anymore, I need to stop doing that. So, that's the feeling I get from this game. Which, funnily enough, I mean, we're gonna start getting into actual plot soon, and that is not going to fit, so. Oh man, this dungeon also features the appearance of Dunsparce, which is a Pokemon that I thought was really cool as a kid. And I sadly know is just like complete garbage now. It's so terrible. I thought he was so cool as a kid. All Dunsparce really needs is just like an evolution or something. It's got the stats to back, no, it does not have the stats to back up its really good move pool. It's such a shame. I would kind of like to have a Dunsparce on the team. I mean, he's gonna be terrible, but... Oh man, Ariados. Little known fact about me, I love spiders. I love all sorts of creatures that people hate. Because I love spiders, I love bugs, I love snakes. What's another one? I can't think of another one, but just like all forms of bugs, really, and spiders. I just think they're cute. Oh, scary face. Wow. Oh, Hakabashi is trying to learn Knockoff. If we were playing, like, competitive multiplayer Pokemon, this would be a very good contender for a move to have. Knockoff removes a target's hold item. In this game, it just pops it to the ground. I think it, like, pops a few spaces away from them. This move would be really, really freaking good in a main series Pokemon game. If you're playing, like, single player, or if you're playing, obviously, Mystery Dungeon, not gonna be a very good move. Also, speaking of Hakabashi, we should probably look through the IQ skills we've learned. I think he's the smartest member of the team. Non-trader, if he's confused or cowering, he will not hit friends. Status checker. This would be nice to put on Sparky if he ever hits Thunder Wave. Will not use moves that cause same status problem that exists. Efficiency expert. Target Pokemon with the lowest HP first. Hakabashi is kind of a burst damage character. I'm saying this like the MOBA term. So not really useful on him. Dedicated Traveler. Focus on traveling, use moves and items less often, don't want that. I guess we'll keep the IQ skills as normal. We're gonna be getting some useful ones at least at some point, so definitely a nice thing to have. God, I haven't been commentating this one. I said to do bio stuff, and I confused myself. I just haven't been talking. I've just been humming the music this whole time. Like, I told that one story, and I talked about Dunsparce, but like, I haven't done anything else. Mayday, mayday. Oh, another TM. Special band. Oh, okay, this is something that's nice to see. Because I had it on Skipper before. I'm gonna keep it on Skipper. I guess I'll move the Peach's Scarf then. I'll give that to Sparky instead. What TM is this? Torment. This is another one I would consider if I was playing like competitive multiplayer. Torment's a really freaking good move on like choice band users. Prevents the targeted Pokemon from repeating its last move while it remains on the floor. I'll pick it up anyway because it's a TM. It's gonna sell for a lot, but I'm not gonna be using it obviously because it's not a good move unless you're a competitive battler. And where are we running into like Houndoums and Tauros? Tauros is a terrifying Pokemon to me. Wait, I have a set move. I can start using set moves. I have it set on Muds. Oh my god, another TM? I want to get a useful TM for once. That would be really nice to get. What is it? Thief. This is another one that's kind of terrible. This is steals hold item, right? It's not just targets hold item, makes his user's hold item. It also does damage. Again, not very good, but whatever, I'll just eat another berry. Not a berry, another apple. Ario is gonna be... No, he didn't follow. Guy's music is so good. I would love to hear like an PC98 FM remix of the song. I bet it would be incredible. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, didn't hit. Every single time you see Hakabashi do a leer, should inspire fear in everybody out there. That means he's hitting for a lot of damage. Howl is also terrifying on a Houndoom. It's not a bad mix attacker. Oh, you need to move in with me. That was a crit. Wow. That was a pretty incredible crit. I've been starting to crit a lot more lately. I wonder if it's just my stats have been going up to my speed has finally been going up to a usable level to start getting crits. But it's pretty nice to just, you know, randomly do more damage. Alright, get over here, Tauros. I don't want him to one-shot Hakabashi. Oh, nice. You got reverse one-shot instead. I'm telling, man, this has been the biggest surprise of this playthrough. I got Farfetch'd thinking like, okay, you know what? I just like this Pokemon. I'll just take it anyway. And then it's been like the MVP of the entire team. I never thought it would happen. Yeah, look at that. 104 damage, super effective. Was not even a crit. We're gaining crazy levels in this dungeon too. I think everybody's gained like 1 or 2 levels. Oh, I screwed up. Yeah, just warp, whatever. I'm gonna find the exit. Don't die. Please do not die, Skipper. I'm sorry, I know, I had to do it. Just use Thunder Shock, just kill, please. That's a max elixir up there. Okay, quick attack works. I'm just gonna use it. I'm just gonna use it in jest. I'm glad that they used that terminology. Luckily, transitioning to a new floor kind of resets everything, so it brings everybody back together. It's pretty... I feel like it's pretty obvious, but probably something I should have mentioned anyway. So otherwise it would make the game, frankly, unplayable. I love people suggesting mechanics make games unplayable. Gundam Evolution just came out, and I saw people on Twitter complaining about how headshots are lethal in that game, which doesn't make sense from a lore perspective in Gundam. It's like, yeah, you know what? They should have made the game unplayable as an FPS just to satisfy fans like that. Yeah, that Umber's not gonna do anything to me. I don't think so. I guess the burn would have been a problem. He doesn't have Flame Body for ability, he has Flash Fire. Oh my god, a Roar TM? Okay, Roar is, I believe, different in Mystery Dungeon because it has to be. In the main series Pokemon games, this would swap out the opponent's current Pokemon for a random one. It sends a target flying if foe hits a wall or another Pokemon sustains damage. I am actually going to use this move. I think... Oh, I can't use it? Does it need to be in my inventory? Oh, I don't think you can use it in dungeons. I actually really want this move, because I think it's actually like a super good move in Mystery Dungeon. It's a good like utility move. Can I really not use these in dungeons? No, I just couldn't. I guess nobody on my team can learn it? That's kind of sad. I was gonna hope that somebody on the team could learn it. I was gonna really hope that Mudkip could learn it, because that would be a great move to have on me, because I'm smarter than the rest of my teammates. But I guess not. It seems like we're already at the end of this dungeon. So you get to say goodbye to the amazing music. Yes, we finally made it to the top, Skipper. This is the Hill of the Ancients. Look, over there. Skipper, is that Xatu over there? Excuse me, are you maybe Xatu? Hello? Maybe he doesn't hear me? Hello? Hello? It's useless. He's not responding at all. Maybe he's sleeping while on his feet. Skipper, what should we do? Tickle him or attack him? These are obviously the only two options. Let's tickle. Huh? Tickle him? Okay, it's worth a try. It's no good, Skipper. He's not responding. Huh? He's finally laughing now. Is he just dense? Yikes! Witness it. The sinking of the sun. Indeed, I am Xatu. You discern my true identity. You are not an ordinary sort. Guess your identity? That's a bit much. No, I can tell this. You there. You are no ordinary Pokemon. You are human, yes? How can you tell that? All day, I stare at the sun unblinking. It gives me sight for all things. The past and the future, too. If you know, please tell us, Xatu. Next to me is my friend Skipper. My friend woke up one morning as a Pokémon, and without any memory as a human. Xatu, you can tell, can't you? Please tell us. The calamities of nature. There have been many in recent times. They occur because the world's balance is upset, and you're becoming a Pokémon. They are tied together, inseparably so. Wait, Skipper becoming a Pokémon and the natural disasters are related? What do you mean? What does Skipper have to do with the natural disasters we've been seeing? What is it? Why did you clam up? Please tell us, please! There are bigger concerns, I am afraid. The world's balance, it must be restored, or the unthinkable shall befall our world. Huh? You're serious? The world? The unthinkable's coming? Every day I see it. The same future every day. I dread it. Xatu. I fear it. The world's destruction. The world's destruction? Isn't that a surprise? That Skipper was human. That's going to be useful. This should be interesting. And we start every morning as usual, walking out of the house. Good morning, Skipper. Let's keep on doing good. Actually, I want to ask you to do something. What do you think about what Xatu said yesterday? Does it bother you? Yeah, a little. Being told that I'm the cause of the world's natural disasters. Yes, I guess you would be concerned too, Skipper. There's supposed to be a link between the world's balance being upset and how you became a Pokemon. And because of the world's upset balance, natural disasters have been occurring. More than anything, it said the world will be ruined if the balance isn't restored. I want to do something. There's something I don't understand. So, the world's balance. What is it? Skipper, do you know what the world balance is? I don't know. Okay, I guess so. You wouldn't know. I can't imagine what the world's balance is about. To be honest, I don't know what we should do. I guess we'll just have to do what we can. One thing at a time. Well, quite a start to the... What is... Okay, stop. Breathe. Quite a start to this whole saga that we've seen. Our appearance as a Pokemon is apparently related to natural disasters that we've seen. Now, that's going to be all for this episode because that was quite a long time. I don't know how long I've been recording. Actually, you know what? I can check right now. 1 hour and 31 minutes. A lot of that was rescue missions and Makita Dojo mazes. Very little of that was actually advancing the plot. But you know, we got a huge, big tidbit of information, and all we're being told is take it one step at a time. That's going to be all for this episode. I will see you guys next time.